National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the London BlackKnights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On 1st and 10, Langford. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Langford. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Langford. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Langford under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Langford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a 1st as he's tackled at the 47. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A beautiful fake. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 64 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Langford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, and they're able to add on to their advantage. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Langford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. To throw on second down. Langford, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Langford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Langford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
London about set to take over on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And onto the field here come the Panthers. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Langford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Langford throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports app. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there. 45 yards. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they run a draw here on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the BlackKnights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, Langford.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Harris running straight ahead. Oh, what a move. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Langford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble
from 13 yards out.
And the Panthers have got it back to where the score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. London about set to take over on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 44.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. Again the juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to...
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 25. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Langford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They need to walk in the back. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0
to him back at the 40.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing to start the drive. Langford.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Langford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught here by Conley.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the BlackKnights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm, 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Michaels. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Langford.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Michaels. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. On 3rd and 2, Langford.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Throwing on 1st down, Langford.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again.
That caught by Trimble.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll look to throw again.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.